So Rivas is going to take a shot here. Rivas, oh, what a goal! It's a goal, it's a goal, it's a goal! You could not write a better script.
Hello everyone, welcome to day 3 of the Tiro Sports International ID Boys World Cup. Delighted to have Ross Macklin back with us from Carnegie Mellon even. I'm going to get it right on day 4. Jake Williams, who's been doing great work at Commission Rocks, also directing the camp and who plays Division 1 at Holy Cross. Jake, thanks for the last minute addition. Ross, you're the first guest to come back a second time. You did so well yesterday.
Appreciate it, Josh. Yeah, happy to provide my insights and perspectives again.
They were very deep. Now, we're going to start with just talking about yesterday, an absolutely thrilling day, of course. Ross, your team, North America, booked the ticket. Were you happy with the boys' performance overall yesterday?
I think, obviously we walked out with a win, so have to be pleased with that. But it was a little bit of a step backwards from how we had played on the first day. We took some time to settle in the first half, and there were stretches where we played well, especially first 20 minutes of the second half. We settled into a groove, but overall, I think we knew that we could play better, and there was some improvement to be had. And we go 4-1 up, and then somehow the game turns to 4-3. So pleased with walking out of there with a win, with grinding out a result, but we know we can play better as well.
Jake, day 1 had some absolute golazos. Day 2 pretty much matched it, right?
Yeah, there was some fantastic attacking displays, as I'm sure you and I both commentated on yesterday. But I've just honestly been really, really impressed with the standard of play. I think, for college coaches who are looking to put these boys in a position that I've been fortunate enough to be in myself, these boys are doing the best they can. And of course, you hear the headline names at the moment of Motopali and Alicia, just great players who are looking to kick on. I'm sure you're happy with your boy. 3, number 2 in the goal scoring chart so far. So doing all right at North America.
What, Preston?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's scoring goals. Yeah, he's out there doing his thing.
Exactly. So yeah, fantastic stuff to watch so far, Josh.
So at the moment, the teams that progressed to the semi-finals, we have Asia, Northern Europe from Group A. Let's pull up Group B. So as I mentioned, Ross's North America have made it through. UK are on 4 points. They're going to play against you, Ross, at 1:30 p.m. If you beat UK, then Southern Europe have a decent chance to go through on goal difference. Obviously, it's an ID camp, Ross, so the players want to make the most of every minute. But are you going to take it a little easy on the UK, or is it going to be like an Independence Day Mark II? Are you going to go straight for the gun?
It will be that, Josh. We are not going to take our foot off the gas. We have the opportunity to go 3-0, to win the group outright, to end UK's day and their time here at the tournament, and just generally, we want to play for pride. So we're going out to win this game today, yeah.
Said that with a really big smile. The thought of knocking England out. Jake.
No offense, of course.
It's all right, So, Jake, that's probably the headline game. If Ross wasn't standing here, how do you think that one's going to go between North America and UK?
Yeah, Rossi's looking at me straight across from me, so a little bit nervous. No, I think both teams have had really, really good moments within each game. I think the United Kingdom are really, really strong physically. I think the likes of Gallagher and Salvador in the middle have been really, really quality throughout the tournament so far. And to be fair, just found out the other day that it's Gallagher, one of his first times back from an injury. So he's been really, really good performing in there. But yeah, I think it could go either way. Of course, UK have some good opportunities up top. It might snatch a 2-1 or 1-0.
We'll see.
Just to turn it up a little bit. Turn the screw a little bit for us. But yeah, no, should be a good game.
And of course, Southern Europe are going to be watching that very anxiously, hoping that North America can do the job so that they can sneak in at the last minute. But now let's talk about the college soccer. Of course, all the boys are here to try and play there one day. It's a very unique style of soccer in some ways, isn't it, Ross? Because of some of the rules of roll on subs and just also the level of fitness and the level of players. What would you say are some defining features of college soccer?
No, like you say, Josh, there's some different rules that we have here. The sub rule, the scheduling is slightly different than maybe these guys are used to with the close proximity of games. The fact that the preseason is so short. So there is a much higher emphasis on coming into the season fit and coming in sharp and at your maximum technical potential, right? You have to step onto the field. We don't get a ton of time to work on development or to ease our way into the season. You just have to start straight away, right? So that's one thing. The physicality of the game for sure. Because of the sub rule, it's a faster pace. More teams press high up the field, so you have to be able to deal with that sort of stuff. Be comfortable either playing through the press or looking to play over the press, as some teams do. But generally, it's still a good level. There's many players who play the college game who will go on to play professionally afterwards, who have that potential, who have that goal. I mean, I'm standing across from one, I imagine. But yeah, it's a good standard.
Jake, in terms of, so you're playing in Division 1 at Holy Cross. Would you say that in terms of the expectation standards put on you guys, it approaches professional in terms of the off the field conduct, taking care of your bodies, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, like Ross said, it's a whole different ball game because obviously you've got the athlete portion, but the student part is really, really crucial as well for these boys and for us as well. And yeah, from comparing from a professional standpoint, I was fortunate enough just to be kind of involved in that sort of thing back home and just kind of get a glimpse of what that was like. I'd argue that, the student athlete life is really, really difficult. But of course, it's all about that work-life balance, as I'm sure a lot of work professionals will understand as well, right? So, no, we're happy to be here, but we understand the work ethic as well is such a paramount importance. So yeah, it's hard, it's challenging, but it's worth it in the end, right? So.
Ross, what would you say is the main benefit for a student being involved in serious athletics at college?
I mean, it will be, if you are fortunate enough to play, and Jake will attest to this, it will be the defining component of your college experience. It will provide you with a lifetime of memories, doing the sport that you love at a high level, playing against other schools, representing your college. It is just an absolute privilege to be able to continue doing what you love at a high level. It's just an awesome thing. I mean, yeah.
You played throughout your time at Vassar as a student. You've now coached for many years. What would you say has been one moment that's been a highlight for you, either as a player or as a coach?
Yeah, I've got some fond memories I can look back at.
We'll talk about the PG ones today this morning.
Winning the conference as a coach, I think. So I won it as a player and as a coach. And as a coach, that was a really cool experience. Just to feel like you've got your fingers in everything, and just to see the players be successful was really awesome. So to win the conference at Vassar as a coach, I would have to say is the best one. But I want to, of course, be clear that I'm really loving being at Carnegie Mellon, and we feel like we're going to achieve good things. We had a good year last year, maybe underperformed there in the end, but very excited about what we can do with this program.
Jake, what about you? What's been a fantastic memory for you as a player?
Yeah, I mean, I'm only coming into my junior year now, and we've had glimpses of success. I think in my freshman year, we managed to make it into the quarterfinals in the end of our playing tournament. And it hurt because we lost in a game that we really shouldn't have. But it was a good learning experience, and I think obviously with the ultimate goal for us being to win our conference, the Patriot League. For us right now, I think one of the best things, and you kind of pointed out to it just before, the fact that we have, as senior players and senior members on the team, have the opportunity to kind of guide these younger players from high school into this kind of freshman year. Like, you get to help these kids kind of find out who they are as people and as players too, right? And I think that's a wonderful thing. And especially in the program, you really don't get that opportunity because it's so competitive. Everyone's competing for a contract at the end of the day, right? And so for here, when you do make this bridge or jump the gap into college football, soccer, it's such a great opportunity that you're all in the same boat together, and you really do make friends for life, which is weird but lovely at the same time, right? So yeah.
Finally, back to the World Cup. So Ross, are you flying out today?
Yes.
Have you identified an heir who's going to take on North America in the knockouts?
I have an idea of who will likely take over. It will unfortunately not be a North American, I don't think. It will be, we'll bring in some foreign flavor to, some international
Hey, we're not that bad. We're not that bad.
No, of course. Well, I expect the very experienced Welshman, Brendan Monaghan, might be the heir apparent to come in and coach the team for the rest of the weekend.
An unlikely hero.
could say sabotage is on the cards there from him, but no, he'll be good. He'll be good. It'll be nice.
I'm already thinking of the one-liners when they crash out, but no, I'm joking. But Ross, Jake, thanks so much for the insight, for joining me, for helping me with my pronunciations. They're getting a little better every day. Guys, what we've got coming up today. So 10:30 in a couple of minutes, Trinidad and Tobago against South America. At 12 o'clock, the United Kingdom against Ross's North America. America already through, but they could spoil the party for United Kingdom. And then at 1:30 p.m, so really should have done a tea party line right there. And then at 1:30 p.m, Southern Europe against rest of the world. And then we're going to wrap up with Northern Europe against Asia. The whole schedule getting moved forward because of thunder and lightning. Hopefully it's going to hold off. But we'll see you back for Trinidad and Tobago against South America shortly.